So you have a current custody, like parenting agreement with the other parent, and something happens, like a domestic violence incident happens with regards to the kids. There's an allegation that maybe you use excessive discipline, and there's a CWFD investigation launched against you. And the result of that CWFD investigation leads to the other parent filing for a petition of order of protection against you as it relates to the children. Hi, my name is attorney Anthony Spratley. I'm the owner and founder of Genus Law Group here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we practice family law, which includes domestic violence law throughout the state of New Mexico. So domestic violence restraining orders or domestic violence order protections are filed against a household member when there's been an allegation of abuse or neglect. You may find yourself in a situation where, like I previously stated in my example, where a child makes an allegation against you for excessive discipline and the other parent files for a petition of order of protection. And so what does that do to your current custody plan, your custody agreement? Well, if you have a 50-50 time sharing schedule and that order of protection is filed against you, you know what's going to happen? Typically, the court's going to order temporarily that 50-50 time sharing schedule will stop, right? You're not going to be able to see your child in an unsupervised setting for a while. It could be weeks, it could be months, right? Until there's a hearing on the domestic violence order of protection. And the reason why when you have a current custody agreement and then you have a domestic violence order of protection, that it affects you when you get this temporary order of protection or even a permanent order of protection if there's one found against you, is that it could affect the long-term effects of your plan. What will typically happen is if there is an order of protection, then what happens in the short term and even the long term is that your visitation then becomes supervised against the child, so you won't be able to have that unsupervised time with them. And so what's happening is there is a new status quo that's being established that will be hard to change after the order of protection is in place, because the court's job is to ensure the best interests of the children are protected. So if you go from a 50-50 or whatever your time sharing agreement is, and there's an order of protection entered against you, expect not to have unsupervised visits for a while. Expect to have supervised visits, and usually the supervised visit is at a facility and you'll have to pay the cost to spend time with your child. So you have to be very, very careful during your custody plan and while you're exercising your custody and time sharing agreements not to neglect or abuse your children, because it could affect the time sharing and the custody arrangement that you have with the other parent and the time that the precious time that your children get to spend with you in an unsupervised setting. If you need any further information about how domestic violence order protections affect your custody agreement or your parenting plan, you can reach out to us. You can get more family law content at our website. You can also go to our Protect Your Success podcast at Apple Podcasts. All right, folks, till next time, take care and be safe.